NFL draft, it's been completed. It is finished. It's over. Okay, no, just the first round. The first round is over. That's all we care about for these mock drafts. It's all we cared about. Now, the rest of the draft is good too, but this is great. We get to look at the first round, review the picks, see if we got a couple right, because honestly, just getting like a few right is pretty good. Because the thing is, if you have like a whole mock draft, and then somebody picks a guy different than what you had, all of a sudden everything, it's just chaos. Like, chaos just happens. So the first 4 picks, correct. We got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, except I had him to the Cardinals. Cardinals traded. But we're still going to count that. All right, we're going to count that. And then, yeah, Richardson right there to the Colts. There's my top 4 right there. And then here is the actual 4. So before we do the rest of it, I do think I want to go over the best remaining real quick, because I don't want to do them at the end, but it's a quick thing, so I'll just throw it in here at the beginning so we can see, like, you know, who could have went that didn't. There's not too many. Obviously Will Levis is the one. Thank God I fell for the media hype. See, I'm a Penn State fan. I know Will Levis wasn't a first round QB. He's good. But I knew he wasn't a first-round QB, but all this media hype just built him up, you know. And the hype, you know, you start looking at the hype and you're like, all right, I could see, like, he's got a little bit of an NFL build. Maybe there's a team out there that has, like, a bridge QB in place. Might want to take this guy, have him start soon. Like, he could be an NFL QB. So I was like, all right. Maybe somebody is looking at him for the first round, but I ended up being right. I wish I really caved to the media on that one. And then you try to avoid your own bias, because like Will Levis, you know, he was a Penn State guy. And then same with Joey Porter. You try to avoid your own bias, and you end up, I pretty much ended up going with other people's opinions, but Porter was always a second rounder. We were always like, oh, he's a second rounder. And then he gets the first round hype, and I'm like, all right, maybe he is one of the top guys. Maybe he is a first rounder. But no, here he is, day 2. He's still there. He's going to go day 2, though. He's definitely a second round corner for sure. I'm just mad for both of them. I mean, look how cool I would have been if I was like Will Levis not going in the first round, Joey Porter not going in the first round. I would have looked like a genius. And now I got nothing. I got to say, though, Michael Mayer, him still being up there, Michael Mayer, whatever, him still being up there is very weird. Thought he was a first-round lock for sure. Brian Branch, it just depended on if a team wanted a safety. He's good. He should go in the second. And then Hendon Hooker did a late first-round team who doesn't really need a QB yet. They want him to, you know, rehab for a little bit because he's injured. I don't know how he's doing with that, but maybe a team would want him to be, I don't know. I could have seen him go, maybe. But it's not surprising he didn't. Darnell Washington, he had a chance, but not surprising to see him there. The Florida guard, he had a chance. Other than that, I mean, Jalen, I mean, they always felt like seconds. Ringo, he was a big guy, but he kind of fell to the second. Addy was talked about a little bit, but other than that, it's really just, I think 4 maybe 5 guys here that could have been picked and would, but like I said, Levis and Porter, I'm so mad at myself I tried to avoid my own bias, and I ended up letting the media opinion shape that one. And maybe I was just hyped to see, you know, one Penn State guy, one former Penn State guy possibly go first, but that is disappointing because I knew Porter was a second rounder. I knew Levis, Levis had a good, was it junior or first senior year, and then like last year he had the injuries, so it was like, you know, you never know, he could be solid. He had injuries in a bad team, so maybe an NFL team liked him, but it doesn't matter. I didn't stick with my guns, and now I can't brag, so that's just how it is. But we got the top 4 right, and then Witherspoon going here at 5, so I had Tyree Wilson going there. He ended up going right at 7, so I was in the area. Witherspoon, I had him go at 9. yeah, the Seahawks really like him, and he's good. He's good. But then what do we got? So Johnson, I had him as a second tackle. I knew. I kind of figured he'd be the first one because I don't know linemen. I don't like linemen. Not kidding. I don't know who's good, so I just go off everybody says for them. But yeah, it could have been Johnson. Skowronski's down here. He ended up going 11th, so I had him 7th pretty much, and then Paris was like right down here at 13. Packers would have loved to have gotten him, but they did not. Then Bijan to the Falcons, called that one. That was a good pick. I was happy about that one. I was glad I switched to that one because I hadn't really picked that one that much until like the final mock draft. But Bears, Darnell Wright, he ended up being the second tackle off the board. Had him right at 17, so in the area, a little bit further down, but we'll take it. I'm not taking it as a correct pick, but you never know what teams like which tackles. You just don't know. Jahmyr Gibbs was that surprising one. Didn't really see him going in the first. Could have been a late first maybe, but I did these when I was messing around, but I saw him going early second. These aren't really real picks. I just kind of did like best available here for these ones. But some of them ended up going, as you can see. But Van Ness, had him a little low, 24. I had him higher, but then I kept hearing that he wasn't really one of the favorite edge rushers there, so I don't know. He ended up going. Packers got him. Steelers, I almost had this one. So I had him going 15 to the Jets. The Steelers traded up to leapfrog the Jets to stop that from happening pretty much, and then they ended up taking McDonald. Didn't have McDonald as a first rounder. Oh, yeah, first one there. But so didn't get that one. Forbes had him as a late first. Like I said, just depended on what teams liked. And he's just a small guy. I would have thought he'd be the third or fourth one to go as like a late first, but he's really good. It's not surprising. And then Gonzalez fell down to 17. Had the Pats taken him at 14. I'm counting this as a win. That's pretty good. They could have taken him at 14. They traded down, take him at 17. So you knew they were going corner when they traded down because they moved down 3 spots, and there were still Forbes, Gonzalez, and Porter all still on the board. And Deonte Banks as well. So it was like, all right, they feel pretty good about the corners there. They're trading down, getting a 4th for those Steelers to move up. So Jack Campbell, figured he'd be. Usually the linebackers don't, unless they're like an outside linebacker, they usually wouldn't go super high. I guess late first, second half of the first, not too bad. Lions took the 2 weird picks, but they could work out for him. Gibbs is a good one, and then Campbell. So it's very interesting. But I think they're good picks. They're just not usually ones you spend first round picks on, or at least the higher picks. But yeah, can't see. Buccaneers took him. Where did we have him? So 23, so pretty close. And then all 4 receivers just went. Thought Jackson would have went a little higher. Thought Jackson was more of a 12. I thought he was more of a teens pick. Ended up going right at the 20s there. But then we had Zay Flowers, Addison, and then I don't know. I shouldn't have. Johnston's good, but I had him so highly rated, and then I just dropped him too far. He wasn't going to fall. Obviously, he didn't fall out of the first. I shouldn't have had his stock plummet so far. I don't know. It's fine. I don't really know anyways. So, but yeah, other than Johnston going second, had Zay Flowers first, Addison last, so that was pretty good, I guess. Deonte Banks, so he went ahead of Porter. So it did get that correctly. But Porter did not go in the first. So I had Zay Flowers. I had him to the Ravens, so that was a good pick. That was really good. Just didn't have the rest of it, but Banks, then Kincaid to the Bills. That's a surprising one because you didn't think they would go. I mean, they already have Knox. They have Dawson Knox, so you didn't know they would go another tight end, but I kind of like the pick. Cowboys go with Mozzie Smith. Good D tackle. I mean, he's a big guy. Very big guy. So I don't know. I don't mind that pick for late first. That's not bad. But I had him just kind of, yeah, like early second would have just, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, Anton Harrison, he goes, 27 here, and then I had him 25. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Murphy at 28. Where was he? I think I had him go a little higher. Oh yeah, 16. So a little too high on that one. Breezy. Where did he go? Oh, he was right. I had him end of first round. He was end of first round. Nolan Smith. Funny thing about that one, I screwed that one up a little bit. Had him going 10 to the Eagles. They got him at 30, so that's pretty funny. And then, this Felix guy. You just don't know. I didn't know where teams would have all these edge rushers rated, but here he is, early second. Not that these picks make any sense. Like, I had Hendon Hooker go to the Colts. I was just messing around with these, but these were just my top guys available pretty much, other than like these last three. Screw them. But yeah. I mean, I thought I did pretty well considering. So what did I get right? I had the top four. I had Bijan. We'll half count the Nolan Smith pick because I did get the right team, but just way later. Let's see. And we'll count. I kind of want to count the Jones pick because the Jets, I had him at the right spot pretty much. The Jets would have taken him probably, but the Steelers moved up and got him. So I had him like, I don't know. I'm half counting that. All right, half counting. Just half. And then Gonzalez pick had him to the Pats. Just 3 picks later. Didn't know they were going to trade down, but yeah, that was good. And then Zay Flowers to the Ravens. Where did I have Banks going? Okay, see, he was Seattle, but they took their corner early, so they wouldn't have even looked at him. But that one, and then just had a couple close ones like Harrison, Breezy at the end of the first, just stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I did all right. For sure. But yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys thought of this draft. I thought it was a good draft. A lot of teams got players they wanted. Who did well? Texans, I like their mood here, or their move. Moving up, just trying to get 2 studs, turn their program around, had to give up next year's first for it, a couple other picks, but I think it's fine. Seahawks pick, they got Jackson and Witherspoon, pretty good right there. I like those picks. Cardinals, they traded down, then back up. They got the tackle they wanted, so that worked out. That's who Kyler wanted, apparently. But Raiders got their D lineman guy that they wanted. Falcons, good pick for them. I think Bijan, they have a bunch of weapons for Ritter, so now it's all up to him to use them, But Jalen Carter, the Eagles, great pick. And then who else they get? Nolan Smith, yeah, great draft for the Eagles. Yeah, nice pick for the Bears. Got tackle. Good one for Titans. Lions, we'll see. Not bad picks. They're just, we'll have to see. I don't mind them though. But Jets, not too bad. Not a terrible pick, I guess. Good. A lot of these, I do think a lot of the picks are good for what was available for these teams. So, but the best drafted team, the best teams, Eagles did well. Texans did well. I think Cardinals did fine. I mean, the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks, great pick. Anybody who had 2 first rounds pretty much did well. But we'll see how they all play out. But yeah, the best available. So it's like Levis. Let's go back to rounds. Alrighty. We'll go round 2. So it's Steelers, Cardinals, Lions. Any of these teams want Levis? No. Maybe. No. Maybe. A lot of maybes. We We don't know. I don't know. I just don't see Levis. Levis is going to drop. Levis is going to drop. I think all the QB needy teams, there's just like some half needed teams, like teams that need a QB, but they could go with that one. They're fine with that one, but we'll see. I definitely expect Mayer to go off the board. Porter, Branch, Hooker, Washington, all these guys. Mingo will probably be a second. This dude, Laporta, could be a second. Jalen probably, Ringo, yeah, so Addy, yeah, a lot of these guys definitely going in second. I mean, there's like 32 more picks, so. But yeah, that was good. That was very good picking. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. It was a very good draft. I really do think a lot of these teams did well. I don't know. Maybe I just paid attention better this year because of the mock drafts, but I do like the picks. That's the thing, though. It doesn't even matter right now. Like, all this stuff, it just means nothing because, look, we're looking at 31 guys here. A bunch of them are going to bust, and then some of them are going to be freaks, and then some will be like, all right. So, should be, it's always interesting to see how it plays out, but... All right, if I had to pick two winners of the draft, we'll go Texans. And, man, I gotta say, Seahawks, number 2. And where are the Eagles? Yep, Eagles, number 3. Eagles, yeah, I think these 3 teams right here probably had the best drafts. Lions, we'll see. Everyone else we'll see, but yeah, this was a good one. This was, anytime you have a team draft second and then trade up, take draft third, that's awesome. That's an awesome draft. Can't even lie, but maybe we'll do a second and third round video tomorrow, and then after that, 4 through 7. I'm probably not doing a 4 through 7. That's just, I don't know. I can't tell you anything about those guys, but other than like the bigger names or something that are just not NFL prospects. But yeah, we'll see.